Peace, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your Divine Soul Sister here, Ashaki Ali. And I wanted to come in really quickly and just share some of, discoveries that I've made over the time that I've been on social media. I notice I'm sitting directly under the sun, but the sun is, that energy is needed, it is wanted, it is healing, it is my melanin, desires it. So I'm out here, feeling the vibes. So, and it's very nice outside. It's not warmer. It's not overly warm or anything. So, anyway, mind blowing has, it has been over the past 3 weeks. The discoveries, the self discoveries that I have been able to the things that I've come, the information that I've come into, going into a deeper knowledge of self. Because, learning self is the most important aspect of living. It is essential for us to dive deep, and study who we are, what makes us tick, and why do these things make us tick. All of these things. And that may be because my Mercury is an Aquarius. And so I am insatiably curious. I'm always weighing things out and trying to figure it out and thinking and pondering and flipping concepts in my mind. But I did want to share, what's been going on. So over 3 weeks, I've been extremely productive, not busy, productive. Um, I've allowed myself space to rest. I have completed a few pieces of artwork. Proud about that. I have been able to create and cook some of the most delicious vegan foods I've ever had, even though I've gone to a lot of vegan restaurants over the years. But just cooking with your own hands and your own ingredients has been very rewarding for me. So trying out a lot of different things. I made vegan lobster rolls. I've made creamy tomato pasta. I've made barbecue jackfruit. I've made all these things. So this So, anywho, I am completing training to become a yoga instructor. And through my studies, initially certain things were not gelling for me. Um, Non-attachment was one of them because I will not hoard, but I hold on to a lot of memorabilia and things like that over the years. But I've been able to release some things and actually found some items that I had forgotten about that are very useful at this time, some important documents. So I did a purging. I'm still purging items. Also, I found how judgmental I am towards myself. I'm very harsh when it comes to my performance and the levels, that perfectionism. Even though I thought that I had gotten to a level where I wasn't operating in that frequency anymore, I still had to constantly self check, and I still was functioning in that level, even in my spiritual practices, even with yoga. Perfectionism. Oh, I didn't do this pose correctly. I didn't hold it long enough. I'm not breathing, and I'm not breathing deeply enough. I'm not being present. I'm, just beating myself up for things that I feel I could be doing better. But I have improved in my practice, and this is not speaking of poses. This is speaking about really living off, taking yoga with me into my daily life, being more present. I have a tendency, I get so excited when I'm speaking to people. Again, this is Mercury and Aquarius. I have so many thoughts and so many, you know, ways of seeing things that are off the beaten path for a lot of people that I just want to share. But with that, there's a level of rudeness because I'm cutting people off when they're trying to get their thoughts across. And really, I'm missing out on the experience of hearing different perspectives by doing that. And so that's the realization that I made. So I've been really challenging myself to be more present in my conversations, to be more present with my children, to not check out from life. Um, and it's been very, rewarding, very pleasant, actually. Um, and giving me even more to think about, listening to other people's, opinions about certain things. It seems every truck wants to ride by now that I wanted to record, but this is an impromptu video. So the reason what really prompted me to even record is I've been studying my astrological chart, natal chart, for years. But I haven't, I was just reading information, and I'm keeping it all the way real with you. I would really be reading my information to decide which relationship would be best for me outside of not the relationship with myself, but the relationship with someone else, and trying to determine why things may have gone sour, or what else could have been done, or why why this or why that, but never really taking time to realize that these people were mirrors. These people that I was in relationship with were just reflecting back to me aspects of myself that I need to work on. The reason why certain things rub me so intensely is because that's something I need to work on. And so now I'm to a level that I know and I understand that, but years ago, no. But I've been really focusing on right now studying the nodes, my north node and my south node, because it really tells you what your soul's purpose is. And I just got the wind knocked out of me. I was on a website, and I want to say it's Astro Lab or something. Anyway, and it was speaking about the things that people with their North Node in my particular sign, or in that, my North Node is in Leo, and my South Node is in Aquarius. Now, I've already told you that my Mercury is in Aquarius, right? I have a lot of Aquarian, I have a lot of Aquarian ways. Our South Node represents the lives we've already lived, and we probably lived it many times. We have mastered that particular aspect of this soul in a different life, right? So this particular lifetime, my soul chose to incarnate this way with a North Node in Leo. So I'm very happy thinking outside of the box and being nomadic, not really putting down roots, not really want to be settled anywhere. Um, Being unconventional, being super creative, uh, being disdain, having a deep disdain for people that are what they call elite, or extremely wealthy people. But her analysis of North Node and Leo, and we know Leo is bold, and I'm also very comfortable kind of, chilling in the back. I root for the underdogs in the movies. That's who I am. I'm real cool and collected and chill, and I don't really toot my own horn. But literally, Northern Northern Leo, I've come this time to toot my own horn. I've come this time to allow the world to hear my roar, to still be creative, but allow myself the luxury of life, to enjoy and feel into my sensuality, to enjoy the material pleasures of life this particular time. Now, the reason why my head was blown is because, first of all, that is not my natural state. However, in times where I have allowed myself certain material pleasures, sensual pleasures, spoken up, I did feel so exhilarated, but also very odd. I felt very detached from myself. And so that is the challenge. That is the challenge. So studying, though, has been a very important part of my entire life, but particularly now because, I'm of an age where I have particular dreams for myself. I'm actually trying to get very clear on exactly what I want, because my dream has changed. It's shifted over the years. It's not what it used to be when I was 20, 25, and I was married and all these things. It's not that. I've shared with a few friends, I don't think I even want to get married again. I just, I don't think so. Not in this particular phase of my life. I really do want to get more serious about my creative pursuits. I really do want to embrace the creative, more free side of myself. But I have to figure out how to translate my gifts into currency. So that's another reason why I've been doing all of this self study and self analysis and evaluation and really pulling away from social media. And this time away has allowed me to do so, to get into certain ways of being. And I found myself being very quiet lately. Um, Naturally, my children will tell you, naturally at home, I'm pretty quiet. Unless they're raising ruckus and whatever. I'm to myself, I'm real quiet. Don't really do a lot of talking. Um, unless because I have to be stimulated. I need that mental stimulation. That's part of my makeup. So, but just being more observant, um, feeling into my body. Man, I'm getting a little older, little bones cracking and whatnot, what have you. And I also, have been connecting more to nature. Yesterday, I went and took a walk, a brisk walk, prior to my normal morning yoga flow, and I ran across some wild elderberry. So I came back home a couple hours later, changed clothes. I went back, took some scissors, took some bags, collected the elderberry. I have some tincture. Well, I have some infusions. I'm working on right now. So I've been really and I have some plants that I'm going to be additional plants that I'm going to be planting soon because it's that season for time for the winter plant, winter veggies to go down into the earth. I do not have a yard yet. I'm still in an apartment, but I have planters. I have different things. My pepper plants have been doing amazing. My cucumber didn't really pan out, but I've been just really allowing myself space to get fresh air, get sunlight, walk, breathe in that breathe because when I have that mask on, when I am at my job, my 9 to 5, it just feels so unnatural. I feel so disconnected, and I know that's not the life that I'm supposed to be living. So, allowing myself space to kind of sit and ponder new ideas. I have some additional new things coming up that I'm kind of excited about. I've worked on a few projects since I've been away that I will share later. I'm supposed to go back on social media. My 3 weeks is up on my daughter's birthday this Thursday, the 17th, which coincidentally or not, which we know is not, it falls on the new moon for this week. So, I'm hype about that. Um, a little bit, not really. I know that I will not be engaging on social media as much. I was missing out on life. And I can see that very clearly now that, it was really taken away from and causing additional anxiety, unjustly, unduly. Like it wasn't necessary, it's not necessary. So I was putting myself through unnecessary stress, being on social media so much. And I know some people probably say, you ain't on there that much, but really I am, even if it's mindless scrolling. So if you've tried to reach out to me and send messages on social media, I'm not responding to anything until I return. I just haven't. Um, but yeah, it's been very enlightening. I don't want to sound very cliche. I'm probably going to do another long fast pretty soon because to be real with you, I almost don't want to return. But I do have a business that I'm trying to grow and expand. I am seeking out new ways of engaging with people, though. I'm researching in the research mode right now, but yeah, I've made some determinations as far as, what the latter part of my life will look like. I'm middle age already. We 40 club right now, almost. I'm 39 and a half. Be 40 less than 6 months. It seems so unreal to me, but 40 in less than 6 months. I'll be 40 in March. Um, so, I've made some determinations as far as life is concerned. Still not all the way completely settled. I know I do want to buy a home. Where? I don't know yet. Um, Being married on paper, mm, at this point in time, I don't see the need for it necessarily. I really, on some real live stuff, don't even think I really want to be in a relationship, not right now. And then, I'm cultivating these relationships with my sister friends and my Elay. Shouts out to Sweetwater Collective, with my children that I birthed, you know, just because they are growing, they're aging as well, and trying to help them learn how to, know what they want and pursue it unapologetically. So, I have my plate full, and I ain't done yet. There's a lot of work left for me to do in this life. And now that I've been, like I said, studying, like my midheaven is in Pisces as well. That's another aspect that's not spoken about very much unless you are into astrology. People always talk about, oh, I'm a Taurus, oh, I'm a Capricorn, oh, I'm a Virgo. But you're much more than that sun sign that you're born under. And there's so many other aspects that can be studied. Your midheaven can kind of speak to what type of careers would be, good for you, kind of. So I'm studying that as well. I've been a nurse for 20 years. If you can believe that, 20 years I've dedicated to this profession. And we do have healing tendencies. And I know I'm a healer. Um, but is it meant to be in a formal manner? So I have other additional goals that I've set for myself so that I can get to where I really want to be. I really want to be able to have a variable schedule where I'm not doing the same thing every day, and I'm pretty much able to do what I want to do outside of the time that my clients have established with me. That's what I really will desire most. I really want a little plot of land. I really want to be able to smoke marijuana when I want to. I really want to eat delicious foods, and I really want to help my children cultivate a life that they are excited about. Now, not to say I do not enjoy the life that I live right now. I do. I do not work full time, which is awesome. So I do have an opportunity to pursue the things that I, cherish most. But I need to be I need to live near water. I don't right now. I did find a creek around the same area with where the elderberry, where I found it. But, the setting here is not conducive to the work I need to do. So, I really want to move closer to a natural body of water. I really definitely want my own home, wraparound porch, land so that my children can ride four wheelers and all of this good stuff. And I can have a goldfish pond and a fire pit and do my spells under the moonlight naked. you know, Simple stuff. It's not anything, not anything complex. So, and be able to record on my porch without a bunch of people watching me like they're doing right now. Because I live my apartment is facing, well, the balcony is facing a traffic light and a convenience store. So it's very little privacy. But anyway, I said all of that to say this. Time away has been absolutely eye opening. It's been, oh, and before I even get into that, I've also had I've been doing a lot of astral traveling, had a lot of visits from ancestors. My mother, especially, received a lot of downloads, a lot of, you know, the Pleiadians. If you study different, alien races and things like this, they've been communicating with me. Um, and I think I carry a lot of that Pleiadian, however you pronounce it, energy as well. So I've been studying them as well to understand why they keep continue to come up in my spirit. But the activity with the guides and the ancestors and the other, you know, energies that, follow me in this life has been off the charts as well. So I have to continue to honor that. So, this time away from social media has shown me a few things. Number one, I don't need it as much as I thought. Number two, I do need more time to really be myself and with myself. A lot of people are not brave enough or courageous enough to do that. But I promise you, it is so worthwhile to do that. To sit with those things, um, to understand why your mind works the way that it works, why you take the actions that you're taking. Like I've been able to identify patterns in my life that I couldn't see before. And not only identify the pattern, but understand why I do the things I do or have done the things that I've done and made the decisions that I've made in my life. Very powerful. Um, been doing a lot of shadow work as well. And that shadow work broke me down. Literally, like I've been very someone mentioned to me that I hadn't been myself for a few weeks because I've been doing shadow work. But I'm having to, I'm allowing myself space to be forgiven as well. The same way I forgive other people for the things they've done, transgressions, I can forgive myself for the things I've done as well. But even acknowledging those ugly parts of self that you don't show the world, this is not the outward facing self. It's the self we hide away. But acknowledging that has been it's been important to my journey. And it's been, I feel as though I'm hitting my stride. It's been, very pivotal. And it's, in this transformation, I feel myself evolving in ways I never have evolved before, never allowed myself to do. So I'm pleased with the time. And like I said, I know that I won't go back to engaging. Um, Turning off those notifications, absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Because I wasn't even tempted to go on, you know what I'm saying? So these folks coming up now. I'm going to the house. So anyway, I wanted to come in. If this is your first time seeing me and you like what you hear and you've been in some way inspired by what I have shared today, I would love to have you as a part of the Divine Tribe. You can hit the subscribe button. I upload videos at least once a week. I'm getting back on my schedule, but lately I've been recording a little bit more frequently. And I will record whenever Spirit says. So sometimes you'll see more than one recording in a week, like this week. Um, I have all of my link. I will have all of my links below in the description box. So if you want to connect with me on my website, so that you can be a part of the Divine Tribe email list and receive all of the information about what I'm doing when. I have some classes coming up that I'm going to be teaching. Be sure to click the link to achakiali.com and, hit this, subscribe. Just shoot me your email address. You can connect with me on Facebook as well as Instagram. What else? What else? Oh, check out the new moon in Virgo reading, pick a card reading that I just put up. This morning, the time of this recording is about 5:57 p.m. The same day, couple days out. This video probably will not be published until tomorrow, though, the day before my return to social media. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a like. If you know anybody that could benefit from any of the information that I share on my videos, because there are many, be sure to, tell them to come on over. I would love to have them as well. And then, other than that, you guys take care. Sending you an abundance of peace, love, light, and always balance. This is Ashaki, better known as your divine soul sister. I'll holler at you all later.